haven't.
I call this meeting to order. It is 6 p.m. The Planning and Zoning Commission of the City of Gun Barrel, Texas will meet in a regular Planning and Zoning meeting in City Hall Council Chambers located at 1716 West Main Street, Gun Barrel City, Texas, on Monday, August 14th, 2023 at 6 p.m. I call the meeting to order. I would like to establish a quorum with roll call from my left, please.
Towner here. Coleman here.
Weller here.
Mullins here.
McCullough here.
We have a quorum. Before we begin tonight, I'd just like to quickly welcome our two new commissioners, Jay Burson and Paul McCullough. This is their first meeting, and we're glad to have them. I would also like to recognize council members Cindy Key and April Burns, as well as co-city manager Mickey Rainey, EDC board members Keith Bond, Deidre Jones, and Chamber of Commerce person Marty Mullins, who is also chair of Board of Adjustments. Citizens' comments. Citizens' comments during the public hearing. The public hearing allows citizens the opportunity to address the commission on the specific item for which the public hearing is opened. No other issue can be addressed, and the presiding officer will withdraw recognition of the speaker. Any person desiring to speak must fill out a comment form. Mickey, did anybody fill them out? Okay, but I know people will probably want to speak. Prior to the gaveling to order of the meeting, individual citizens' comments are limited to 5 minutes, and minutes are not transferable to another citizen. Any person desiring to speak must come to the podium and be recognized by the presiding officer. City staff will be referred to as staff and not by name, title, or position, and no disparaging remarks will be made. Commissioners will not respond to comments during the public hearing, but may refer to them during their discussion of the issue. Item 1A, under new business, discuss and/or take action to consider approving the July 10th, 2023 Planning and Zoning meeting minutes. When you make a motion or second, please say your last name first. It helps the secretary transcribe the minutes. So may I have a motion?
Mullins, I move that we approve the July 10th, 2023 Planning and Zoning meeting minutes.
Ms. Mullins makes the motion. A second, please.
Coleman, second.
Ms. Coleman, second. Any discussion? I hear none, then voting from my left, please.
Towner, yes. Coleman, yes.
Weller, yes.
Mullins, yes.
Burson, yes. McCullough, yes.
Motion passes. Item 1B, this is the public hearing on a request to replat lots 128 to 131 in the Loon Bay subdivision belonging to Otis Dwayne Dyer, physically located at 180 Harbor Drive, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into one lot, 128R. Is anyone here to speak? Seeing no one, commissioners, do any of you have a question or a comment? For those of you maybe a little unfamiliar, replats are usually pretty standard and don't require a lot of discussion. So I will close the public hearing. Item 1C, discuss and/or take action to make a recommendation to the City Council on a request to replat lots 128 to 131 in the Loon Bay subdivision belonging to Otis Dwayne Dyer, physically located at 108 Harbor Drive, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into one lot, lot 128R. May I have a motion, please?
Mullins, I move that we make a recommendation to City Council on a request to replat lots 128 through 131, Loon Bay subdivision belonging to Otis Dwayne Dyer, physically located 180 Harbor Drive, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into one lot, Lot 128-R.
I have a motion from Ms. Mullins, a second.
Towner, second.
I have a second from Ms. Towner. Any discussion?
I just have a quick question. So deed restrictions, does that mean there are or they're not?
It,
It means they filled out a form that says that they will comply with.
Okay.
yeah.
I've
That
never seen
was-
that before. Usually if there's deed restrictions, it's deed restrictions. But I looked at it and I didn't. see
Right,
it.
it's
Okay.
this form.
Right, I saw that. and That's why I'm like, well, I thought, okay. Just clarifying.
Absolutely,
Good question.
you bet. Any further discussion? Hearing none, then voting from my left, please.
Towner, yes. Coleman, yes.
Weller, yes.
Mullins, yes.
Burson, yes.
McCullough, yes.
Motion passes. Item 1D, I'm opening the public hearing on a request to replat lots 475 to 478 in the Tamarack subdivision belonging to Grace Group Van Graupen, physically located at 249 Whispering Trail, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into two lots, lots 477R and lots 475R. Anyone wish to speak during the public hearing? No one? Then I'll close the public hearing. Item 1E, discuss and/or take action to make a recommendation to the City Council on a request to replat lots 475 to 478 in the Tamarack subdivision belonging to Grace Von Gropen, physically located at 249 Whispering Trail, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into two lots, Lot 477R and Lot 475R. May I have a motion, please?
Coleman makes a motion to make a recommendation to the city council on a request to replat lots 475 through 478 in the Tamarack subdivision belonging to Grace Group Von Gruppen, physically located at 249 Whispering Trail, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into two lots, lots 477R and lot 475R.
I have a motion from Ms. Coleman, a second.
Towner, second.
I have a second from Ms. Towner. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote from my left, please.
Towner, yes. Coleman, yes.
Weller, yes.
Mullins, yes.
Burson, yes.
Motion
yes.
passes. Whoops.
Got ahead of yourself.
Item 1F, I'll open the public hearing on a request to replat Block 2, parts of Lot 1 and 2 in Timber Trail subdivision belonging to Shannon and Kevin Gunn, physically located at 151 Evergreen Road, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into one lot, Lot 1R, Block 2. Anyone wish to speak during the public hearing, please come to the podium. Okay. Then I'll close the public hearing. Item 1G, discuss and/or take action to make a recommendation to the City Council on a request to replat Block 2, part of lots 1 and 2 in Timber Trail subdivision belonging to Shannon and Kevin Gunn, physically located at 151 Evergreen Road, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into one lot, Lot 1R, Block 2. May I have a motion?
Mullins, make a recommendation to the City Council on a request to replat Block 2, part of lots 1 and 2 in the Timber Trails subdivision belonging to Shannon and Kevin Gunn, physically located at 151 Evergreen Road, Gun Barrel City, Texas, into one lot, Lot 1R, Block 2.
Burson, second.
I have a motion from Ms. Mullins, Mr. Burson seconds. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote from my left, please.
Towner, yes. Coleman, yes.
Weller, yes.
Mullins, yes.
Burson, yes.
McCullough, yes.
Item 2, board member announcements. I just have a few. If you're going to miss a meeting, please let Janet know as soon as possible so that we know that we have a quorum. We will likely move the October 9th meeting, which is on Columbus Indigent People Day, to the 16th. That'll be on next month's agenda to formalize. I gave each of you a copy of the Planning and Zoning report that Brooke Harrell has prepared, and it will be in the consent agenda every month of the City Council. It shows you the status of all the projects in progress in the city and where they are once the project is begun. I think it disappears from the report. This is just what happens until construction begins, I believe, and it will be in every report. Seems like there was one more thing I jotted down. Oh, and I'm sad to say, although Brooke is not here tonight, her child is sick. She has tendered her resignation and will be leaving us. So by next meeting, hopefully in September, we will have a new person to wear her media / planning and zoning help / anything else they ask her to do hat in government. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to,
You do it.
Coleman would like to make a motion to adjourn.
Ms. Coleman makes the motion to adjourn. We are adjourned. It is 6:12. Thank you.
Damn. Now we go rest.
So no, let me get this straight.
Yes.
These are all the ones that are in the works, so to speak. Okay.
Right. And they've identified them as absolutely most as they
With
can.
onion? With
And
onion?
it's going to be part of the consent agenda in every, I mean, this
With
doesn't
onion.
have a name yet. It's gonna be
Yeah,
part.
so,
Seeing that you got so many onions,